What up, YouTube? It's your boy Drizzle, and we back. So look, today we got Jaguar Wright interview getting taken down by Jay-Z's lawyers. Let's go ahead and get to this. All right. So shout out to Sabby Sab for this clip. I'm gonna go ahead and let her break down what's going on. Is a update with the Diddy situation, and then we gonna go ahead and get to the Jaguar Wright situation. But if you're new here, man, hit the like and sub to the channel. Help you boy keep growing the page, man. We're trying to get to 1K subs. Salute again to everybody that didn't hit the button already and got me over to 500, man. Your boy didn't got monetized. So yeah, I can get channel members if anybody that subbed up want to become a member and help me to grow the channel even further. But if y'all don't got it financially, I understand. Like I said, go ahead and hit the sub button and like the video. That helps tremendously. And if anybody will want to donate directly, y'all can hit the Cash App. It's in the description. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to this.
Here's that Houston lawyer Tony Busby reveals he is representing over 120 Diddy accusers, 60 men, 60 women, with some claiming to have been victimized as young as 9, 14, and 15 years old. This is important for people to hear. Let's dive in.
The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack. We know what we're up against. We did not enter this fray blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive, but it is what it is, so we will press on. As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian. The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I want to focus on the ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old. We have an individual who was 14 years old.
9 years old? Man, what kind of freak fest? Man, hell no. Yeah, that's worse than some R. Kelly shit.
We have one who was 15. 25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of. The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024. If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
All right, so yeah, that was pretty much the end of that clip. We're going to go ahead and jump ahead now to the Jaguar Wright Piers Morgan interview that then went hella viral. Let's go ahead and get to this.
A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan. I would never take a picture with the devil. Everyone knew he was the devil.
And for those who's not familiar with Jaguar Wright, she was an artist, but I believe she was a sex worker before she became an artist. And that's, I think, how she, came into even meeting Diddy and all that.
He's been the devil for 30 years. He's been covered and protected by not only Clive Davis, but Lucian Grange. He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line so the industry could continue to rape it for all of its precious jewels. We have too many lost. The list of lost is ridiculous. And everyone knows Diddy was selected for this job. He's the Judas.
Do you think that if he's cornered in the way that he's been now, that he may start revealing things about other people?
He has no choice. His ego and his drug addiction won't allow him to do anything different. Anybody who thinks he's not going to talk is crazy. The simple fact that he's not saying more now only means that the people who have been protecting him all along, who put him in position to be such a horror to the Black community, still find value in him. He's got everybody on tape. They all know it. It's a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my firsthand knowledge. It is my firsthand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes.
And that's what I've been wondering about. She say that and been saying that in a lot of interviews that she do. Why haven't you came forward with these tapes, Miss Lady?
I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
So is they gonna like look to come for her and get these tapes? Like, is she cooperating with the feds in this? Like, how does that work? She just announced on the news that she got footage of the stuff.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows.
And with her saying this too, everyone knows, and it's like you've been knowing of this, you got footage of this. Wouldn't that somewhat make you of compliance? Like, when you are being implicated in doing this, like, it's almost like she's of admittance. Can't her ass get arrested for this? Something sound like self-snitching.
And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's the Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies.
Pause there for just a second, and I want to chime in. The statement that she made when she said everybody knows, it makes me wonder, do all of those people also know about the alleged minors that were victims, like people that were underage that were, listen, I gotta tell you something. Look, can we talk for a minute? Can we just be real? Okay. You know, I remember like during the 90s, I remember seeing on MTV, Wanya Morris from Boys to Men was dating Brandy. And I love the group Boys to Men, and I love Brandy. Like, Brandy was probably I was probably Brandy's biggest fan. I loved me some Brandy. And I just remember thinking to myself, even then, like, Brandy's a kid. Brandy's underage. Wanye is a grown man. Nobody is saying anything about this grown man dating this teenage girl.
Yeah, because back then it was like all that was just seeming normal. It's like, oh, that's how it go in the industry and all that. That's why nobody was making no big deal at the time of R. Kelly being with Aaliyah at 14.
I don't know. And I'm like, is it just me? Am I the only one that feels this is kind of weird? Kind of weird. A lot of people point to Aaliyah and R. Kelly, right? That, you know, they lied about her age. They got married and all that kind of stuff. Lied about the age so they could get married. And I think that was probably one of the bigger ones. But I feel like a lot of people slept on the Wanye and Brandy situation. And Brandy's mother was her manager. And now I'm seeing videos and interviews that are saying that Brandy's mother was the one who initiated the relationship, allegedly, with Wanye and Brandy.
That's crazy.
And my mother would never have introduced me to a grown man. I don't.
Yeah, that is she right? And I don't know what the hell was going on with some of these parents back in the 90s. I think they was just that thirsty to try and get on or make their kid a star that they was willing to do anything. Because then you hear that too about all the people that was allowing their kid to go out and was getting dropped off with R. Kelly. Man, ain't no way. I would allow my daughter to go be with any grown ass man right now, or just drop her off talking about he finna help her career.
And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically. And Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher.
Look, Clyde Davis is not here to respond to that. Jaguar,
Guess they're on vacation.
If this goes to court, Jaguar, do you think the world is going to be shocked by what comes out?
Oh, absolutely. I just don't know why they are. It's been happening in front of everyone's faces for decades. For decades.
How many victims?
What's the difference between me and Judy Garland? Social media.
How many victims?
There was none for her.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I think people should really look into that more. I am friends with Albie Shore. I love him. I love his children. I knew Kim. We used to all...
Yeah, they chopping the interview up kind of crazy with the edits. But look, real quick, if y'all still rocking with your boy this far through, hit the like and sub to the channel. I do appreciate it, man. Again, we trying to get to 1K subs. I just got monetized 2 days ago, man. I do appreciate everybody that came through and subbed up so far. Continue to help me grow the channel. We trying to get to 1K subs, and look out for the interviews I got coming real soon, man. Your boy about to start dropping interviews on the page alongside the reactions. So go ahead and hit that sub button and continue to help me grow the channel.
Hang out together at the Kit Kat Club back in the mid-90s when Diddy was first starting his reign. I watched that whole thing happen. And everything that Albert has been through, every attempt on his life that has been ignored by the authorities, it all leads back to Diddy, and everyone knows it. The wiretapping of the phones, putting AirTag on children during visits. These are normal practices that these people do.
Jaguar, I've got to leave it there. I really appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much.
But yeah, it's another clip right here. She went ahead and played, I guess because during that interview, it was a lot of stuff, you know, cut out. I guess they edited out that she said. But she found another clip right here of some stuff she said about Jay-Z, and she ran out. Let's go ahead and get to this.
for me because for 4 years I've been screaming not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere, forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without a response. That changes now, Sean. You must respond. You have no choice. Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common.
I was gonna say Sean and Sean is crazy. Yeah, Sean Carter and Sean Combs. Damn, and they both SC. Ain't that a bit? SC and SC.
Professionally and privately. Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
There's been obviously a lot of
cruelty-free artistry.
Right. There's been a lot of rumor mill about what has happened in the rap world. A lot of allegations that the misogyny in the lyrics clearly was based on a general misogyny towards women away from the music. And that clearly seems to have been borne out by these charges against Diddy, which if he's found guilty of all this, he's never coming out of prison. How dangerous do you think?
Thank God.
How dangerous do you think he is as a person?
I think he's one of the most dangerous people I've ever met. A lot of people have been questioning, well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm smarter than Claudia Jordan.
All right, well, yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of the Jaguar Wright clips. And then we got one last thing here. I seen at the end of this, she said she got some other info on Diddy that she hadn't came across. Let's go ahead and see what this is.
Well, someone sent this to me. I don't want to mention their name on here because I don't know if they want people knowing their name like that. But someone sent this to me and I didn't know about this. I'd never seen this video before. And Charlamagne the God is in this interview, and I think you guys want to hear this. Could this be part of the reason why they decided to target him and not others that are alleged to be involved? I never saw this interview. Listen to this. Oh, let me get my volume.
And it's called Our Black Party. Okay. It's time for us to have our...
Let's, I'm trying to get it from the beginning.
That I've ever launched. And it's called Our Black Party. Okay. It's time for us to have our own black political party, unapologetically. Because right now, if you look at the debates, we're not even a part of the conversation. Not at all. We're not a part of the conversation. We don't have any political power. We don't have any political leverage. And so we started Our Black Party with some young, fearless black activists, elected officials, and I've stepped up and put the money behind it. Mm-hmm. This is the biggest threat and the only option that we have right now as far as making a change, taking our own self-responsibility and accountability to be educated and empowered with our vote.
So what's the goal for our Black Party?
Our Black Party's #1 goal is to unify behind a black agenda. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. You could be a part of the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, you could be an independent, but if you're black, you wasn't born Republican, you wasn't born Democrat, you wasn't born independent, you was born black. Mm-hmm. And we have to seize our political power because it'll just be more the same. Being pushed this way, being pushed that way, and we expecting a different result. Mm-hmm. But the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing over and over the same way, expecting a different result, and it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So we have to change the tone. We got to start with us stepping up and really taking the responsibility and accountability to be a part of this political movement.
Yeah, man, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap that there. That was pretty much Jaguar Wright speaking on Jay-Z and Diddy on Piers Morgan, and I guess that interview done been taken down now by Jay-Z's lawyers, because Jay-Z felt some type of way behind that. Yeah, if anything else come of this, y'all know I'll bring it to you, man. Shouts out to Jaguar Wright. Prayers to her that everything, be all right with her coming out announcing this, especially on national media. I don't know if this gonna put her in danger. Shit crazy when it come to trying to expose the industry and the Illuminati and all that type of stuff, man. But yeah, hit the sub button if you hadn't already. And until the next time, man, it's your boy Drizzle, and I'm up out of here.